Hey everyone, welcome to SoulXP. If this video finds you, you're here for a reason to share a little peace, healing, and joy through gameplay. This space is all about good vibe, peaceful energy, and maybe even some light frequency for those who feel it. Thank you for being here. I'm sending blessing your way. Now let's dive into a topic of the internet. Is the internet cooked? I know this topic is going to be super hot if you're telling me. What does cooked mean? Like, how could it be? I mean, like, there's a lot of things going on in the internet, but just like any other technology, there's good and there's bad in it. But how does humanity going to rise and be able to save the day on the internet, right? Because there's so many going on in the internet nowadays, right? There's good thing and there's bad thing. Essentially, we want everything to be good and normalize it in the future, because ultimately the next generation is gonna start using the internet, and how are we gonna be responsible for it as the next leader of the new earth? I would say, and I call it the new earth because everything is gonna be new by the time things gonna change. You know, maybe in the next few years or so, is my prediction, is everything is going to be way more better, more efficient by AI. Right, so coming from a person like me, I've been working in a corporate for so long, in the past 10 years, and recently got laid off. I can tell you that a lot of things in this world is going to be replaced humanity, and that is the truth. I mean, we can see it slowly come into life, right? AI is one good example. Robotic automation, where back in the day when things were assembled by humanity, by human, now a robot can do it. We're living in 2025. This year is about to be over. So is the internet in general, how are we going to normalize it? And this is where the collective, who are really in tune with the positive frequency of peace and love, generally gonna be the one that gonna stabilize this grid long term for the next generation. So as we know that everything is created in this world are being created perfectly, right? There's a reason why God created this universe, this earth, and God created us to be able to live and experience the experience that we want to, so that our soul can level up, in a sense, so that we can become the better person for society. And the only way to do that is to take our attention away from the bad things. To be honest, like, for example, everything in this world run by the internet now, right? When you wake up, the first thing that you look at is your phone. Your phone has social medias, it has YouTube, it has Facebook, all kind of different platform that has all sort of content out there. And as we know that these are technically our frequency, and when we listen to a music, to a song, it can make us feel happy or sad. When we look at an image, it can make us feel happy or sad, and that what trigger our emotion, and our emotion is energy in motion, and it really deplete your energy, or it helps you boost your energy. So saying all this just to let you know that, with that being said, the next generations need to be able to experience the new kind of frequency that is not distorted, in a sense where they can walk into, you know, an art, a piece of art, a video, a post, or whatever, that make them feel good again, and not raging, and not feeling sad, depressed, or it's not aligning with them. Because human, we're supposed to be, you know, we're supposed to be like peaceful and loving, because we came from love. Everything came from love. Like the universe, God, source, whoever you believed in, are the one that pretty much created this entire thing for us to experience, so that we can be able to experience our life on earth and not getting distorted, distracted by the negativity online, which is the internet. Can playing video games, because video game is a type of creativity and hobby that when we play it, we put our feelings into it. We pretty much live into it, because life is like a video game. When you experiencing this simulation, which is the video game, how did you put your attention and your intention into the video game so that the grid that you share, the frequency that you share into the internet grid, for those who seek and ye shall find, is one of the quote by Jesus, is for those who seek, they will find, and they will find the light, the frequency that, okay, it's safe to feel love again, peace again, healing. And from that, the entire vibrations of the energetic vibration, the entire collective have, put it all into the grid. Think of the internet like a crystal, that whole frequency, because there's just so many attention, like people, waking up, giving it a lot of attention. Whatever you give is become energy. Like you give an attention, you give it your attention to someone, you're giving someone the energy. Like you can trigger the way that they feel, happy, sad, and all that. So essentially, you're giving this living internet grid your emotion. And think about billions of people on earth, the entire collective putting that whole energy in it. They become the power of prayer, right? Like when you pray for something and you have so many people that pray for it, it become a miracle. And when you have an entire world of collective of people that using the internet the wrong way, for the bad and not for the good, then it become hell, right? In a sense, like it become something that is not good. Like people will feel that when they log into the internet, right? It can make your subconscious mind, it can trigger your subconscious mind you can't even control of. The subconscious mind is separate from your conscious mind. Is when you're driving, for example, you don't even know how you make it to your destination, but you did, and it's because your subconscious mind is doing the driving for you. It's the same thing here. Like when you practice something, when you give something attention repetitively over and over and over again, your brain become wired into the raging scenario, the anger, and then all of a sudden you become it. You think and you become, right? It's one of the quote from Buddha. You give something so much of attention, you're gonna become it. You're gonna become raging, you're gonna become anger, you're gonna become sad, depressed, which is not good. So, but what about we change that up and say, okay, I'm gonna give it positive attention, peace attention, loving, respectful. I'm gonna show compassion, and no matter what happened, everything gonna return back to the light. Everything has a shadow. If it's a light, there's a shadow. If the internet has shadow, there is light. Lights mean love. Light mean clarity. You can see it. Shadow, you can't see it. You can't really see it clearly what that shadow is sometimes. Is it a zombie? Is it a human? Right? Like there's no texture. We're living in a world, the next generation can have a sense of safetyness on the internet, to feel love and to feel included, and know that the truth is always love and light. And that is one of the missions that I'm here to do on earth, is to raise this vibrational frequency of the internet. similar to a crystal ball back in the day, back in Atlantis, Lemuria time, right? When the first, I don't know if it's the first ancient civilization there, but it was very brand new, where everything was fresh. Like when you bought a car, it was a brand new car, nothing happened to it. But as time goes on, things get broken down, they get distorted if somebody doesn't clean it or take care of it. This time is over. It is time for humanity to wake up, for everyone to wake up and look at things from a different perspective, and to feel into the frequency of love and peace. And that's what bring us back, bring us home within the heart. And I'm just gonna leave it like that. I appreciate you guys so much for watching, and I want to appreciate you guys along the way with the amazing support through this amazing journey, from gaming to finding peace in life. And hopefully I can be part of your daily reminding you that everything is going to be okay, and that you are loved, and that you are light, and that you're not broken, that you are always perfect. And don't let anything else around you change that. And with that, I'll see you guys on the next video. And this is SoulXP Podcast. Peace out for now.